plenty of plans. Now, eventually, I am going to try to. Before this one fails, I want to at least try the thing where we just dig down and see if there is any caverns. I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know if we even have really time for it before we all die. I really don't, because that seems like it'd be something I would actually need a really big team of people to do. Not team of people like real people, but, you know, team of gnomes. Something that they could do. And I don't know if they're that capable. No offense to them. Now, they never picked up these gems, and I haven't really figured out. You know, there's several things in this game that I have not figured out yet, and that's the way stockpiles work. Now, my gnomes always seem to be bringing stuff in and out of it, but there's specific stuff like these gems, some of the rocks that they just don't touch for the life of them. It's like, oh, they're that. I don't want to touch that. That's worth a lot of money. I don't want to touch. No, man, no. And they just never mess with it, and I don't understand why. Oh, there's the fight music. We need to figure out what's fighting. Combat? Oh, yeah, that's the Bone Loco. Is that the combat music? It sounds like it, but that is the combat music. Who is that? Is that that's a goblin. He's male. Good hell, equipment, and he's got fairly good fitness and all that. Somebody dead? Oh god, they're gonna kill Notch. Notch, no! Oh, well, it's Notch. Who cares, right? Hey, the goblin died. What did the goblin have on him? Anything? That's right, the stuff you kill doesn't really seem to have anything on them, really. Kind of weird, but, you know, whatever. Is there any way to build, now that I'm thinking about it, let's build... I can't even see mechanisms. How would I even go to mechanisms? Tinkerbench? Oh, that sounds terrible when I try to say it fast. The Tinkerbench. Now let us also build... build workshop mechanism. Craft mechanical parts for metal bars. Okay. So we're going to need bars for that. So as long as we can have that, I think we'll be fine for then. So that music does kind of give us an indication when combat starts. Not very good at, you know, one way or another, but just stuff like that. Because we're going to need bars. I'm going to need people to stop calling me on Skype while I'm recording. That'll help. Oak clippings, clay. Wow, what the fuck is this? Well, why is there just piles of shit? This is what I don't understand about this. The gnomes just throw stuff everywhere, and I haven't been able to figure out why. Some of the stuff that they do, oh, hi golems. I'm gonna have to make a military. Alright, so squads. New squads, the Pulling Lobsters of Ditch. Lost Ravagers formation, basic formation. Okay, so we gotta have to have you. Actually, we're gonna need everybody on that. Formations, basic formation. What is basic formation? Huh. Can I get them to attack this, attack? So they'll all go over there, and they'll all go over there and fight the shit out of it. Or they, some of them will, some of them won't. They're gonna let that guy just get destroyed. Okay, well, that's good at least. I mean, they're trying. Use the chairs! Beat him over the head! Whoa, that guy actually got armor. He looks like, the Pumpkin Warrior. Clay Golem has died. Wow, okay, well. You guys have fun with that. He passes out from exhaustion. That's nice. At least nobody died. That's actually pretty good. I like that. Thank you, guys. You did good. Now, I'm actually going to go to population. Can't believe they actually did that. That's actually pretty funny. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, never mind. So, woodcutter. So, he does have the woodcutting thing. He's just not doing shit with it. We have 14 deceased. Jesus. Am I that bad of a leader? Come on. Now I feel bad. Now I feel like I failed them. And I've tried my hardest. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't seem like it matters very much. No, I'm not gonna make the obvious joke. Hey, can you like take those apart? Like, can we fight golems that are made out of metal and shit? Like, if we dig really far down, and then, you know, they be made out of metal and we dismantle them, or, you know, do whatever. Because that'd be cool. Now, what can we do with this well? Crafted by... This well has access to water. I could have built that first. Now that I'm looking at it, I could have. But then the gnome that I'd sit down there would have no way out, and then... Hobbit-ding-dong, then it would have been even worse, and we'd bid down another person, and I think it's okay. I think the water situation's all under control. The drink situation seems to be doing a hell of a lot better. Like, monstrously better. And they're getting the chairs put in there, that's good. Great Hall is worth 1,103. Go figure. I mean, not on the number, just on the fact that it's actually worth it. Where the fuck am I? There we go. Sometimes the scrolling up and down just does not work how I think when I scroll, I'm used to, I'm playing so many games sometimes that when I scroll one way, I expect it to go another, and then when it doesn't, I confuse myself, and that water is pissing me off because it's killing my frames. I think the next one that I build, I'm not going to make underground. I think if I do anything underground, it'll be solely just for finding minerals. And if that's the case, I'll just build I'll just do kind of what you know, the more I'm thinking about this, the more I'm realizing this is kind of like a newbie Dwarf Fortress. Because a lot of the really kind of advanced stuff that you would do in Dwarf Fortress doesn't work too well in this. Like, the rooms that you would put you know, like the 3x3 rooms don't work too well. Because one, the gnomes never go crazy, and two, you need torches. Torches in and of itself is just a weird concept, but I mean, you know, I'm not even going to get into that, but the torches in and of itself being the weird concept, it adds like, hey, your 3x3 room shit from DF isn't going to work. Why? Because that's why. Good enough reason for you, good enough reason for me. And just the big stockpiles, I don't know, something about it. I feel like I've done something wrong with these stockpiles. And I'm actually going to pause this. I'm going to remove this. I'm going to make several small stockpiles just for different things. Designate area. I'm not on the right floor. The fuck will it? Oh, there we go. So that's 5. I will not actually say what they're going to be yet. And then we'll just make that one. Did I make one? I made one too small. So we'll remove that one. I don't know. It just feels like I think you have to make the stockpiles smaller, because it seems like when you make them this big, the gnomes just get confused and they get all derpy, and then they just don't actually do anything. And that's the issue I'm having here, is that I have these big stockpiles and they always seem to be carrying stuff to them. They're just not actually doing anything. Like a lot of the stuff, I think I have to just make the specific stockpiles, because as soon as I made, like, this stockpile had bodies in it, but they didn't touch any of the bodies. And yet when I moved the bodies to their own stockpile, they instantly jumped on it. It's kind of what I'm basing this on. Now, I could be right or wrong, and like I said before, when this first started, this is blind. I have no idea what I'm really doing when it comes to this game. And I openly admit that, and I openly embrace my own stupidity. So if I'm just coming to realize something that you, as a Gnomoria veteran, have already known, please go easy on me. Or not. I really don't mind either way. I mean, a little rough love never hurts anybody. But, I mean, I'm just saying, it just... Like, to me, that doesn't seem like it would be the regular way things would go. So for this one up here, I'm actually going to make this one goods. Actually, no. I'm going to make this one... I'm going to make this one for wood. Just wood. Yeah. Yeah. Just wood. I want them to take the wood here. And this one I'm going to have for stone, coal, metal, because I don't have many metals, gems. I'm just going to have this one for a bunch of stuff that would just really need to be here that wouldn't go in anything else, because I'm going to have one for food specifically. So we're going to have that hide, cloth. You know what? No, never mind. I'm just going to have this one for the stone and stuff like that. The stone, the metal, where did it go? The gem, the coal and the gems. So we're going to have that there. This one here in the middle, this is the biggest one. This is the biggest one by far. I'm going to have this one for the food. So we're going to have this one for plants, drink, food. And that's going to be it on that one. So I made this one for something, right? Yeah, that's good. So did I actually make this one for everything? I did not put coal. Oh, that's the wood one. Derp, 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 derp. That's duh. Now this one is this one. Did I actually put the coal in this one? I want to make sure. Okay, good. So we got coal. We got our stones and shit. There's got that. Now we're going to add this one. I could probably cut this out, but... whatever. We've already started on it. This one I'm just going to make for weapons. We're going to make this one for tools. I'm going to make this one for mechanism, because I feel like that's going to be a big one. Mechanisms. It's going to be furniture, because we've got a lot of that. And then this one will be armor, because we haven't made one. This one's going to be like the miscellaneous stuff and the goods that we didn't give it to anything else. Which is going to be stuff like cloth, hide, crafts, jewelry, and that's it. So, hopefully that'll add a little bit more rhyme and reason to all this. And see, they're going to... That should hopefully give a little bit more rhyme or reason to that. And I know it might be too little too late, especially with how few gnomes we actually have. But I feel it necessary. Are they taking those one by one? Yes, they are. They are going to be at that forever. Jesus Christ. Okay, Jesus Christo. That water, though, it's just, it's killing the FPS, and that bugs me. Dwarf Fortress admittedly does the same thing, but at least the water in that will eventually settle. This one just does not seem to want to find a resting place. And that's really the issue in this, is that it just is constantly moving and will not shift to just being in a state that does not kill things. And I don't mind, and in this sort of scenario, I don't mind if they fucking just, if the guy who makes this, if he fixes that, I'd like that fixed, because that is actually killing a lot of the actual, like, watching this and shit. Because, like this is where it's paused. Like, look at that. Smooth as can be. If I play it, look at that jittering. I don't know. Maybe you can't see it. I mean, I don't always record in the best of quality, I'll admit. But, I mean, what the fuck is that? Is that that is a dirt and clay golem along with a lot of raw serpent Holy shit. Well, if those guys are trapped down there, I don't want to be